Hello YouTube, this is Judson Game 44, and today we're here to review Change Your Mind of Steven Universe. Now, for something like this definitely deserves an upgrade background and everything for this video, so that's what I did. Also, I brought Imperial Garnet in, but with no voice acting. I don't have the budget for that. Okay, no, seriously though. This episode was kind of hard to review and everything because I literally did not know what to say about it. It was indeed very interesting. I personally did like how White Diamond, the main villain of this, was actually really interesting going. So, why don't we get started? In the beginning, Steven's having another dream, and this one's getting more interesting because it seems like it's actually Steven's going, but it's actually pretty much Pink Diamond. Now, Pink Diamond seems to actually have affection for other organic life forms before humans and everything. So yeah, we learned something new. Anyway, Steven wakes up, and pretty much we are seeing the exact same thing what Blue Diamond said, and Steven just says, wow, deja vu. Because Steven was dreaming pretty much everything that Blue Diamond just said. So that's what he meant. Now, besides all of that, Steven Universe, he's pretty much talking to Blue Diamond, and Blue is just very angry, like saying, I'm not letting you out of here until you pretty much apologize for what you did. Steven is actually questioning what is wrong with fusing and everything. Connie even questions this, and she even says, what do you know about dancing? You've been grounded. Pretty much questioning things about Connie, and she doesn't actually understand. Of course, they didn't invent those words or anything. So, yeah. Besides all that, Connie and pretty much Steven are chatting with Blue Diamond, trying to get her to calm down. And pretty much she realizes that after talking with Steven a little bit, that pretty much she can understand why did she left this whole entire place and everything. So, what exactly happened next? Well, Blue Diamond decides, I guess it was a mistake bringing you back here. If you were more happy on Earth, I would take you back. So besides all that, Steven and Connie pretty much get the food and they just devour the whole entire thing. And Blue Diamond doesn't have that face, ugh, kind of like gross but shock. Like kind of frightening in a way, but still. Steven and Connie get dressed back in their normal outfits and everything, and ready to rescue them. So they get to Yellow Diamond's base, and wow, we saw a bunch of shadow gems. We thought those things were just on Earth, but no, they weren't. It was actually really creepy. I guess Yellow Diamond has a thing, and we're seeing all four Bulb gems, which I will admit, I was expecting the J's fusion being there as well, but I guess they decided not to. Now, it could be questioned that year got shattered or the year didn't, but still. Yellow Diamond is demanding them to go back to the tower, but she's refusing, and also, she's saying, we can't just let her bend the rules. If we bend the rules for Pink Diamond, we have to bend the rules for everyone. And now Blue Diamond actually finally calls Steven, so this is what pretty much happens next. After the whole entire big Steven thing, what happens next is kind of goes interesting. They're actually getting an argument, fighting, and we're finally getting a diamond versus a diamond, which this was something theorizing for many seasons, like Blue Diamond going against Yellow Diamond, then would it go against White Diamond would fail, so it would be up to Crystal Gems to go up to White Diamond. That was years ago, before we actually really got to see what the diamonds even look like, when people were theorizing things like that. But besides all that, it was pretty much where Yellow Diamond is so angry, and actually she's trying to stabilize. Of course, it's not really that easy. I bet it would take a lot more longer for Blue to be stabilized, since she is a diamond as well. But nonetheless, Steven breaks it up and actually has to try to get them to talk. Which then he brings up, if every pork chop was perfect, we wouldn't have tolerance. Yellow Diamond's questioning, and what does that mean? He pretty much explains that if everything was perfect, you wouldn't. If you kept moving all the flaws and everything, you won't really have anything like new things. Because pretty much, flaw is a part of life. Not everything is perfect. And I mean, Steven even questions the Yellow Diamond, does this look perfect to you? Pretty much they're all going at each other. They're breaking down buildings and everything. Yellow Diamond mentions all the sacrifices all the gems have to make. And pretty much Blue Diamond, but yeah. It was just an interesting type of discussion, which now I'm thinking I'm getting it. The reason of how Diamonds act. Cross them, fusion and everything. I think the reason why they do that Diamonds do this, because this is not what White wants. Just like White wants this, well, like this. So pretty much she probably made the Diamonds act like this and everything. Pink was more like the rebellious type. So yeah. So what happened next and everything? well, Yellow Diamond and Blue got cool and everything, so they decided to go to their lakes and everything. And White Pearl comes in saying, "You're not going anywhere," races up the ship and lays down. And then it's looking at them, which, surprising, Pearl is saying, "You made a big mistake. Go to your rooms." And Blue Diamond just said, "Which rooms should we go to?" Then Yellow Diamond says, "Blue, don't make her more angry than she already is." Okay, no, seriously, it was funny that Blue Diamond questioned that, because really, if you think about it, they might actually have many rooms. I mean, we only see a few. Like, we only see what do you call those rooms again? The extraction rooms, yeah. 2 extraction rooms, one for blue, one for yellow. And we also see Pink Diamond's room. Of course, I really think they have a bunch of rooms at Homeworld. But nonetheless, that ship's eyes actually open up, which, wow, the ship actually does have eyes. Amazing. So besides all that, blue and yellow ships come out of nowhere, and guess who is here? Peridot, Lapis, and Bismuth. Which, honestly, I love how Bismuth was talking. I always want to cut up across. Okay, no, seriously though, we do see Peridot Lapis outfits, which, in all honesty, I have to admit, I like Bismuth's new outfit. But as for Lapis, I mean, next time I saw it, it actually, after hearing some people their opinions about it, it actually makes a lot more sense now. Because really, I wasn't expecting Lapis to wear another type of dress. But I mean, it was really the way how it looks. I mean, it just looked like a bunch of garbage rags. But I mean, after hearing some people's comments, I can actually completely understand now. But as for Peridot, Peridot's outfit really just looks weird. Yellow boots. Actually, I think I could make a separate video talking about their outfits and everything. But besides all that, let's get to discussing what happens next. Pretty much, they are all deciding they need to talk to White and everything. Steven is not running away this time like his mother did. So they all decide to work together and everything. They put blue and yellow ships together on White, and they all discuss. Which I have to admit though, the way how White Pearl was talking very cute when she was heading to White Diamond's ship while she was speaking to them was indeed very creepy, but very good as well. But nonetheless, what exactly happened? Really much, they actually decided to have a talk. Of course, she's not actually doing this face to face. She's doing this the ship to face thing, where basically she's using her face to talk to them, which we have no idea what she's saying because pretty much she's in her own ship. Okay, but no, seriously, Yellow and Blue are discussing what exactly has been going on, how they've truly been feeling, and Steven is even trying to mention we can come up with a plan and everything to make everything better, but we need to really talk to you face to face thing. And White Diamond decides to sap both Blue and Yellow, which pretty much proves the Fury right. We would get Gray Diamonds. We now have White Diamond, Dark Gray Diamond, and Light Gray Diamond. Let's put it like that. So nonetheless, they pretty much go inside the ship and everything in a big weight bubble as well. So, and as all the others get dropped. The gems all drop as well, and they're all falling. So pretty much for Smoky Quartz comes out by Steven holding him, and pretty much wow, so it turns out you can actually pull a gem out from fusing. That was actually interesting. But forget about that, we got Rainbow Quartz 2.0, which honestly I like the new conversation we got. Now, Rainbow Quartz 2.0 was actually very interesting. I honestly did not find it to be an ugly fusion at all as I was expecting it to be. I honestly did like it was a male voice acting instead of a female one, only simply because really the way how they just made what they decided to do and everything. I think it was all perfect, and pretty much it's saying, well, you know, it's Rainbow Quartz 2.0, which honestly I just love that. And pretty much its weapons of Umbrella, which is not surprising. But whoever thought he could ever use his what? Sorry about that. I don't know if you all saw the Hunter stream blackouts. Besides all that, like what I'm talking about was they actually completely blacked out. Anyway, Garnet pretty much fuses with them, and pretty much we got Sunstone, which is interesting because we all thought with the Circons, we all thought when we first saw them, we thought they were going to be Moonstone and Sunstone, but they're actually Circons. I just want to mention that. I'll make a video talking about all their new outfits and fusions, but right now, Sunstone was pretty much breaking the fourth wall, and pretty much amazing character, looked more human though than Gem. Only because though the other two gems were 75, and I guess this fusion is more percent gem than human, maybe like 85% since Steven's technically fused with 2 gems at this point. And their weapons suck in the cups, which was surprising, but who knows. Besides all that, they all decide to fuse together to get on top of Yellow Diamond's ship. I mean, the big Mega Diamond ship, let's call it that. And they all decide to fuse into Obsidian, which the way how Obsidian was definitely not expecting. I honestly thought, like what the round table was saying, they were theorizing that Obsidian would have been Rainbow Obsidian, but this was Magma, and this was hilarious. I did not expect Obsidian to really be completely just black and lava. We don't expect her to be like a giant humongous full-on rose quartz thing like the statue did. But you know, anyway, also they were also right. When the weapons do combine, they form a sword. Which this fusion is a lot more stable, but more monster-like. I mean, this fusion was definitely a whole lot more stable than Alessandrite did. Because if you think about it, Alessandrite kept breaking out easily. But this fusion was impossible to even solo crack and everything in her. Besides all that, they actually get on top of her head, and Yellow Diamond smash her face into a wall by accident, and they unfuse, and they get inside the head then. Lapis and Paragon Connie are not in yet, but Connie does get in there soon. Besides all that, pretty much both Yellow and Blue Diamond's handsets are now destroyed. And as for the diamonds, well, White Diamond's acting like you want your legs back, you want all this back, you want to go back, you know I can't take you back. Basically, it's stuff like that. She was very creepy, and she pretty much explains to like Blue and Yellow how they were and everything. And she pretty much said, I really don't need you, Pink. After all, I'm every color of the light. But you're a part of me, the part I always have to progress. I mean, you know what I mean. I don't know if I actually said that right. But besides all that, she pretty much saps Amethyst, Pearl, and Garnet. And pretty much things get more creepy because now they're all having her voice, and they're all pretty much gray, black, and white now. And they're all pretty much laughing at him, your mom, and everything. Like, Steven's trying to tell White Diamond that he's not Rose Quartz, she's Steven. Which Steven pretty much realizes this, but then he pretty much White Diamond explains to him that, oh come on, why were you having all these dreams? Admit it, you are her, but you can't just admit it. Pretty much, she's convinced that Steven is Rose Quartz, which this was something worth realizing. And she did something, she grabbed Steven, and she pretty much, now Starlight, this has gone long enough in a creepy smile way. And so what happened was, she ripped out the gem, and Steven woke up, which honestly at first when I saw this, I actually thought something was wrong with the screen. But no, it turns out we were seeing half and half. We saw Pink Diamond's half, and now Steven's seeing two sides. Steven is pretty much now seeing his mother reforming, and it's first into Rose Quartz, then, Pink Diamond, then Rose Quartz, and then Steven. Which, it turns out all along, it was right. Steven was just Steven, but this gem looked more powerful than the real half-human Steven. I guess this was pretty much happening. They got back together after knocking all the other White Diamond gems back, and pretty much Steven and Pink Steven refused back into them, and Steven finally realizes that he was always him all this time. And White Diamond's now acting like a child, blushing and saying, no, you're supposed to be Pink Diamond, that's Pink Diamond's gem. She was actually acting like a child, and she starts blushing after Steve says, yeah, what's your excuse? And pretty much, every gem is pretty much going back to normal now. Blue and Yellow are back being together, and she's now saying, help, please. She questions everything. I'm supposed to be better, I'm supposed to know everything. I'm supposed to make everything better. Steven admits to her that she can, but first she needs to get outside her head. We see a green ship that we haven't seen since Season 1, and besides all of that, White Diamond pretty much agrees to help them. Lars and the off-colors get back to Earth, and everything is getting good, and all the corrupted gems are getting better and everything. This was honestly really great. However, guys, I can't really make a video longer than 15 minutes, so I'm going to quickly wrap everything up. Besides all that, all the corrupted gems, including Jasper, get back together. We've seen every corrupted gem throughout the series. The beetles, the gems from the very first episode, the gem that attacked Connie and Steven, that when it was the very episode we saw Connie, you get the point. Throughout the whole entire series thing. Anyway, all the diamonds are helping, and pretty much they're all having like a big pool party and everything. And then they leave saying goodbye with a peace sign, and then they're gone, leaving Pink Diamond's legs up behind them. And so pretty much it ends with the end credit thing, and it was very just nice. I like it. Anyway, I'll discuss more about this, but until then, this is Justin Game 34 signing out. Until then, I'll see you all later. Bye!